Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this video. All right, so we are going to do resets on your car's computer. It doesn't matter whether it's the ECU, ECM, TCM, any of their car's control modules. We are going to help you guys out to reset that. It doesn't really matter what make, what specific cars you have. This will work on pretty much every single vehicle that's out there. Here's what you guys need to know. All right, the ECU, the TCM, they're all computer modules that either control your engine, your transmission, and those computers these days are pretty sophisticated. The TCM itself, actually, the TCM and your ECU, ECM, they all pretty much have kind of adaptive driving. And if you guys have some kind of issue, funky issue stuff, that's you guys have issues with the way your engine is running, maybe it's running with a little bit of issues and also with your shifting of your transmissions and stuff like that. The easiest way to probably correct that problem, if the ECU or ECM if those modules are actually affecting the way your vehicle runs, the easiest way is to do a reset on those modules. And we're going to go through different ways to do it. Most of these resets, you guys really don't need a tool for it. And if you actually need a tool for it, they're pretty cheap. So let's just go down the list of what you can do as far as resetting your ECU, your ECM, your TCM, your transmission control module, any computer module that you have for your vehicle. I'm sure there's a couple more out in new cars these days, but we're gonna go down the list of things that you guys can do the easiest. All these are pretty easy, trust me. All right, so the first thing that you guys want to do, all right, the first reset is go to your battery. You could take the negative cable off the battery and keep it off for about a minute, then put it back on the battery, and then turn your car on. See if your check engine light is off. Most of the time, if you guys have these issues with your ECU, your ECM, TCM, you would have a check engine light. But I've noticed that a lot of new cars these days, they have these issues, but they don't have a check engine light, and those issues are pretty much slight issues, slight shifting issues, slight hard shifting. You might get a really slight misfire, but it's not enough of a misfire to actually cause a check engine light. I've seen that in a lot of newer cars, but this method really works for older vehicles, 2012 and vehicles previous to that. On the newer vehicles, it might work, it might not work, but it's definitely worth a try. Now, a lot of these vehicles do have auxiliary batteries. Now, if you guys have an auxiliary battery in your vehicle, you definitely want to disconnect the auxiliary battery, because their auxiliary battery is going to save all that information in any of your cars, ECU, ECM, TCM, all those modules. All right. Now, if you guys want to take it one step further with taking the cable off the battery and draining your car entirely, what you might want to do is take the positive battery off, take the positive cable off, take the negative cable off, and essentially connect them together. Take a zip tie, connect them together for about 5-6 minutes. That'll drain all the charge from your car system, and then put it back on, and then that might actually help more if the original version, the original way to do it, didn't. All right, so that's the first thing you guys can do. Second thing you guys can do is you guys can look for the ECU fuse, the ECM fuse, the TCM fuse, It kind of depends on your car's fuse box configuration. Most vehicles do have a fuse for those modules. A lot of vehicles actually have 3 or 4 fuses for each of those modules. You might have to check out exactly where those fuses are and pretty much take those fuses out. All right, and take those fuses out for maybe a couple of minutes and then pop them back on. Now, it could also be, if you guys have issues with your vehicle, that one of those TCM fuses, ECU fuses, are blown. Now, if they're blown, obviously it's going to cause an issue. What you guys want to do is you guys want to change out those fuses, pop them back in so that they all work, and hopefully that actually takes care of your problem. All right, let's move on to other ways that you guys can actually reset your car's ECU, ECM. All those modules, you guys can get an OBD2 scanner. All right, what you guys can do, if you guys don't know what an OBD2 scanner is, it's an OBD2 scanner. Most cars after 1996, I believe, have an OBD2 socket. A lot of times it'll be under your the steering wheel. Sometimes it's around the center console. It kind of depends on your vehicle. What you guys can do is you guys can buy a cheap OBD2 scanner, and this will work the same way that it works with pulling the cables off the battery. I believe Walmart sells one for $19 to $50, $19, and they have others for like $30 and $50. You guys can get them from Amazon too. Plug it in. It'll scan your system. If you guys have check engine light codes, those codes will come up. Most of these scanners, I believe 99% to 100% of these scanners, will actually allow you to erase the codes from your car's computer and clear out the whole entire TCM, all that. Most of the time, particularly in newer vehicles, if you guys do an erase of the code, your vehicle is going to drive just a little bit different. Maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse. I've noticed that a lot of new vehicles, if you do an erase with an OBD2 scanner, it erases all that computer adaptive driving, whether that's your engine's adaptive driving to you, your transmission's adaptive driving to you. All that stuff gets erased, and it will take probably a couple of drive cycles for your car to drive normally again. But if you guys do have issues with any of those modules, it'll erase those issues as well. So your car might drive better as a result of that. Obviously, if you guys have codes for specific sensors and stuff like that, it'll erase all those codes as well. Aside from that, those are pretty much the easiest way to do it. The hardest way to do is you guys could change the ECU, the ECM. Sometimes it's really expensive, sometimes it's really cheap, sometimes it's really easy. But to be honest with you, since these computer modules are integral to the workings of the car, a lot of times they need to be programmed. And if you guys get a replacement module, if you guys get a new module from the dealership, obviously it's going to run you from $600 to $1,000. If you guys get one from eBay, you guys can pop it in. A lot of times those need to be rewritten with your car's VIN number, stuff like that. That's really the last resort if you guys have to do that. Outside of that, that's pretty much the easiest ways that you guys can do it. And if you guys have other ways that you guys can, if you guys think of other ways that you guys can do it, I don't think there's any out there that's as easy as the way that I've explained it. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you guys like this video, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know whether this video has helped your car or your vehicle or not. And if you found other ways to do it, if you guys want to contribute to this channel, leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. All that good stuff. Appreciate your time, guys. Take care.